We were just talking about Jeff Jarrett, Global Force Wrestling. I talked about the pay per view at great length in an hour long review on our YouTube page. If you haven't checked it out, after you get done with this, check it out. I just got to reiterate, man, it was really a welcoming breath of fresh air to be able to turn on a pay per view from a wrestling promotion that I've never seen before in my entire life. I don't know 95% of their roster. I'm going in blind. I'm just saying, hey, Jeff Jarrett's name is somewhat behind this. I'm trying to support all forms of wrestling. That's really my only agenda. And of course, I want to be entertained. I want to be able to review it and give you guys honest feedback on it. And I had such great fun checking out Global Force Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 9 with New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was a fantastic event. The best 4+ hours I've ever experienced of wrestling. And I was talking to a coworker of mine earlier this week who saw a little bit of snippets of it. I believe he said he saw snippets of it. He was a little bit intrigued. I told him, I said, look, I'll try to see if I could find you a URL for it. I know there were a couple of people that I chatted with offline, and they were like, man, saw the pay-per-view and fantastic, man, just fantastic. And for me, it's just a welcoming breath of fresh air. I know the pay-per-view market for wrestling promotions isn't quite what it used to be, but with WWE making the move that they did with this whole network deal, it's definitely created a good void for another wrestling promotion to come in and possibly take on the mantle, But I can't stress it enough. If you guys did not check out Wrestle Kingdom 9, it is playing all week long. Check it out. It is the best $30+ that you will ever spend on a wrestling pay-per-view. I promise you guys, I put my name behind it. If there are you guys that are out there that are tired of the bubblegum, doesn't make any type of sense storyline, bullshit bubblegum storylines that you're getting from promotions like WWE. It's hit or miss for WWE. More miss than hits. Let's all be honest, all right? Let's be for real. And you're just not feeling that right now. That definitely is a promotion that you won't be disappointed with. Just straight up pure wrestling. I'm looking forward to when the New Japan Pro Wrestling Network website has made some type of transition into being transcribed for us over here in North America, because the way it's looking right now, unless you know Japanese, you're going to have a hard time navigating on that website. And, there's an interesting note we should point out too with regards to New Japan World. That's the name of the network. They saw that they gained at least 1,000 subscribers from the US. Now, New Japan World, as you all know, it's New Japan Pro Wrestling's version of the WWE network, but in Japan, they had around 10,000 subscribers before the Wrestle Kingdom 9 event. They originally were expecting to get 40,000, so I'm sure they're a little bit disappointed, but that's still pretty good to jump from 1,000 to 10,000. I wish I could be part of that, but I can't read the site worth a damn. I may have to holler at a friend and get them to set it up for me so I can just go in, watch what I want to watch, and that pretty much is the end of it. But I mean, what a great time it is to be a wrestling fan right now. I mean, look, you got WWE, even though the main programming, you got NXT. We all can be in agreement. NXT has just been doing phenomenally well. TNA is now back into the fold. You have Lucha Underground, they're back, and the way it's looking right now, they're going to be pumping out new episodes right on up until April. You got Evolve, you have Dragon Gate, you got Shine, you got Shimmer, you got WSU, you got my good friend Titus Machiavelli doing his thing over in NRW. You got Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore, you have Joey Ryan's Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, you got Ring of Honor. I mean, you take your pick. There is so many different flavors that's out there. What do you have a taste for? I mean, just pick one or pick them all. You can't really lose. Great time to be a wrestling fan right now. There is a lot of variety that's out there. And honestly, I think the more variety that's out there, the better. You know, it's almost kind of feeling as though we're kind of going back to the territory days almost. That's really how it kind of feels almost.